Hey, what's going on, crypto people? What is your boy, the Crypto Siege? What's another day in the life and the crazy life that is cryptocurrency? What is going on, guys? Good afternoon. Listen, I had to shoot another video. I apologize for that. It looks like I forgot to change the OBS settings, and so hopefully this will work correctly. Because I wanted to talk to you about, I had a few comments, actually a lot of comments about a video that I did a video or two ago about, what I do to kind of acquire Bitcoin, acquire BTC. We all know, and I'm sure you guys know how I feel about XRP, the greatest digital asset ever created, without question. But we all know that Bitcoin has first movers advantage, and that the powers that be, um, know that, or have decided, if you will, that there's a store of value. They've decided that there's a store of value to BTC, and so I don't see this Telegram thing. So they, have made it a store of value. And so it has those things. It has the first mover's advantage. It has the store of value property to it, and old money and the powers that be have decided that it has some value, right? So again, we want to take advantage of that, right? That's why I titled the video "How to Take Advantage of BTC's First Move Advantage," right? So kind of take advantage of that, right? Because in the end, it's all about leveling up the lifestyle for you and your family. And so might as well even if you leverage getting BTC to just purchase more XRP, right? And so I told you guys that I do it three ways. One is I take the fiat dollar and I just have purchased BTC with that. The other thing is I do mining, right? And I use a service called with ElevateGroup that is mining as a service, where you actually own the miner. And the third way is if you can find a trades or signals group that works and is profitable minus fees and stuff like that. Most of them you have to kind of use this some gadget or something that you have to buy, and you got to put a bunch of settings and stuff in. I don't like that. I'm not big on the settings thing. And so, but I want to talk to you guys about. So I found something else. So, but I want to talk to you about the mining because I just think it's brilliant. I'm really, really happy with ElevateGroup is the name of the company, and the service that they provide. Been really amped up about it. Number one, they pay like they say they're going to pay, and the customer service is off the chart, which I like. Even though they're so clear across the world on the other side of the planet, somewhere in Siberia or Estonia or something, but via the Telegram chat or group, via email, I've talked with both the CEO and who is Amir Ness, and I've also talked with Lucas, and I appreciate the fact that this guy's a small business owner who came up with an idea and went to work to put it in place and make it happen. And so far, it's been a really, really good success, really good project, if you will. And really excited about all things going forward with ElevateGroup. So let me start talking about. You want to go to ElevateGroup.io. That's the website, ElevateGroup.io. And so you can see here that mining as a service, putting an end to cloud mining, which I like, disrupting the cloud mining industry with transparency, peace of mind, and profits. And I like that idea. I love, 100% love the concept. And so let me show you kind of what they think and how they think. Again, here's the thing that I want you to think about with BTC as well that I didn't mention this in the first video, so I'm glad I get a chance to shoot it again. There's a couple of trains of thought, right? Some people say, especially back in the days of Genesis mining and some of the really, really popular cloud mining businesses, a lot of people say, why get involved in cloud mining? Just purchase the BTC, right? Just purchase BTC, right? And so, I totally got that. I did do a little bit with Genesis, not much. Don't even know if they're in business anymore, to be honest with you. I don't even really know what's really kind of going on with Genesis anymore. I don't even know if they're up, still around. But so I could kind of get that argument. Why do the cloud mining versus just go buy some BTC? Totally got that. When I heard about ElevateGroup and how it was a different approach to be able to mine, and their concept is really simple. You buy the miner, they sell you the miner, okay? So you own this miner, and they host and service and or repair the miner. And I loved that idea because I'm in the States, and so the idea of being able to have a miner, it was wasn't feasible for me, and so I really like the concept here, what they did with ElevateGroup, and they're in where is it? They're in Siberia, in Irkutsk, Siberia, which is awesome because and they're right near their facility is right near the facility for Bitmain's facility. And the fact that it's in Siberia, really, the biggest fee or expenses you're going to have is an electric, right? And so being in Siberia, they can keep them at the right temperatures without this major expense. And so I just like that. And so here's the thing: I'd rather own the miner. I like that idea. And don't get me wrong, I did put my initial fiat dollar, so I took care of that. Now the other thing is the mining. How can I best leverage this mining thing? So owning your own miner, having them hosted is brilliant because it's a flat fee. There aren't all these other different fees that come associated with cloud mining. It's a flat 20% fee, flat 20%. So your net is $100 that month. That $20 goes to them. So I like that flat fee and not having to worry about that. I'm going to show you some other benefits that they have to their platform as well. I mentioned the location. I think that's huge that it's in Siberia, so you don't have to deal with that cost expense, electrical expense. Let me read a little bit about what they say here. Welcome to ElevateGroup, own your own miner. And so the other thing too I want to point out too about BTC and owning your miner is, whatever that initial investment it is to purchase that miner, right? Along the way and earning your money back in BTC, you always own that BTC. Now, with me, with the fiat dollar, when I purchased a BTC, and right, I got that BTC, but in order to get more BTC, I have to use more fiat dollar, right? In that world, in that lane, if I'm just thinking fiat dollar to purchase BTC, to get more BTC, I have to continue to put in that fiat dollar. Versus with a miner, you make the initial investment, right? And then you earn BTC throughout the life of that miner, wherever that might be, whether it be 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is. You're always earning BTC. And so at some point in time, depending on the quality of the miner, how new or old that miner is, you make back your initial investment, and then you're constantly making BTC in that initial investment. You're not having to reinvest your fiat dollar. So I like that. So here it is. Own your miner. At Elevate, we purchase your miner directly from Bitmain. We cover all shipping, customs, and setup costs. Your miner is delivered directly to our mining farm and connected to your personalized mining dashboard. Payments are made once a month. And I will add this as well. This site and the things that they put together, they weren't the same way when I purchased my miner in January 1st of 2019. They've added new stuff. They have evolved and they continue to grow, which I think is awesome. And there's three things in here that's changed since I purchased my original one in January 1st of 2019. So they're growing as a company. They're finding better ways to make it profitable for us as investors, and I like that. And Amir Ness, who is the CEO, just a point of fact is, I've talked with him, messaged with him on Telegram. He emailed me a couple of times. He's a former trader, former professional trader, okay, and he's a CEO now. He had an idea, he had a concept, and he ran with it, and I like that. From a small business owner perspective, we're small business owners, right? So I like that and I respect that about him. And he seems to be a very sincere, upfront guy, and he gets the space. He really does get the whole digital asset space, and so that's important for us because he's a and the long and of it, he's an investor too, right? He's an investor in the digital asset space as well. So customized personal wallet through EasyMine. I like that. So with our partnership with EasyMine.io, each client receives a wallet dashboard where mining profits are deposited daily. From there, you may sweep your Bitcoin into any wallet of your choice. I like that. I like that. So that wasn't there when I purchased my miner in January. Well, that was not there, and I purchased a S9 miner, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on as well. So, and they have the newest and latest greatest miners now. Our facility is owned, free, and clear. Our labor costs are among the lowest in the world, and our power costs are only 5.5 cents per kilowatt hour. And I think that is massive. I think that's huge. That's really, really low. Personal support, and this is, again, I can attest to that. I had some issues with whatever that might have been, logging in or whatever, on our Telegram chat group that they have, which is called ElevateGroup. And I was able to get my situation taken care of. Amir got in on the chat, who's the CEO. A guy named Lucas got on that chat, who's the salesman, who's the sales admin, and another guy got on as well. Crypto Rich got in as well to help make sure that I got the challenges taken care of. And so for me as a small business owner, it's always about that customer service. You know, you invest in a company, you want to know that they're responsive, right, to any kind of issues that you have. So personal support. Each of our clients receive personal service by one of our sales admins. We are a very personable team and make ourselves available by phone, email, and Telegram. Access to Bitmain. With the Bitmain repair facility located in the same city as our farm in Irkutsk, hope I'm saying that right, we have the geographical advantage of maintaining your miners and repairing them without losing more than a few days of downtime, which is huge. Personal mining dashboard. With our integration to the Awesome Miner, and I'll show you my dashboard as well, you are able to view your live miner 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have direct access to your daily, weekly, and monthly profits. And I am going to have to do something here real quick. Let me do something here because I didn't pull it up. So guys, I'm telling you, I'm really, really pumped up and really, really excited about the progress thus far with ElevateGroup. I think it's been, I think it's for me personally, it has been well worth the investment. Well worth the investment, and again, for me, that's what I liken it to, an investment. So let me pull this up real quick if I can. Forgive me, guys, I forgot to pull this up before I did the video. Yep, there it is right there. So perfect. So now you have that. But let me go back to ElevateGroup. So with our integration to the Awesome Miner dashboard, you are able to view your live miner 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is awesome. You have direct access to your daily, weekly, and monthly profits. Love it. Absolutely love it. Again, this January 1, just a few short months ago, that was not there, guys. And so I like that. So a few testimonials on here if you want to listen to those. Definitely listen to the first one for sure. They got some, frequently asked questions. What are the returns? This is usually the first question we get and almost impossible to answer. Bitcoin mining can be highly volatile. The returns from 1 month to the next can vary 100% even more. We strive to remain one of the lowest cost mining farms in the world. By keeping our costs low and charging a flat maintenance fee of 20%, we can deliver a fixed cost model that's important to our clients and maximize the profit potential to the best of our ability. And you can check this website out and kind of go through that stuff. If you want to learn more about it, I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go check it out. You can peruse the site yourself. You know how it is, guys, right? I'm not a financial planner. You guys want to do your own due diligence into this. Get to the Telegram group, get to the Telegram chat, ask some questions. Now, remember, they're on the other side of the world, so if you don't get an immediate response from an admin or from Crypto Rich or from who's an ambassador, I believe, or from Amir Nash, just understand that's kind of the difference in the times, even though Crypto Rich is in the UK. Okay, Crypto Rich is in the UK. So, but in either case, you can get your question and answer. So make sure you guys check that out as well. So what I want to show you is a couple of things. I'm going to kind of show you a third-party review of the miner, the new miners that ElevateGroup offers. I'm going to show you my dashboard for the miner that I have, and so you can kind of compare the payouts. I'm going to show you the payouts from my Exodus wallet, so you can kind of see that as well. But let's go to the miner. I just could have sworn I just had my dashboard up. Here it is right here. I'm going to show you my dashboard for my miner, okay? So it says here, you can see this is one active miner. This is one I have, one ASIC. This is the exchange rate for Bitcoin, the revenue per day. And the terahashes, so it's 14.5, maybe 15 terahash. So one active, right? And so here, this tells you the status, mining, 7 degrees, 14 point, average is 14.5. And then it tells you the per day Bitcoin, 0.00035. per month 0.011, and I'm going to show you my payouts to show you the difference. But you can see here, because that's lower than what I've been getting per month by far. So S9EL, so that's the miner that I had. I had the S9. Okay, and what I did is in January, big from doing my own due diligence, different stuff like that, paying attention to what was going on with ElevateGroup. I purchased a mine in January 1, and what I did is I purchased one because they were having a deal on the S9s because they were getting better versions or better miners. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to take advantage of the mining, and now I have a chance to do it. And I'll look at it as a nice investment as far as learning about this whole mining thing. And so that's what I did. And so I purchased one January 1, and it took a while for it to arrive because of some kind of issues that they had with immigration. Again, this was in January. They had some issues with with customs or whatever, and from getting it from where they were getting it to where they needed to get it to. So issues there. So instead of the normal 4 to 6 week that after your purchase to have it up and running, mine took longer than that. It probably took eight weeks or 9 weeks. But again, they solved that issue. They solved that challenge, so you don't have to worry about that. It'll be the normal time of 4 to 6 weeks after your initial purchase. Again, and I know this is all. I'm doing this video for those people who believe in where BTC, again, because of its first moves advantage, where it's going. So if you believe in a $50,000 BTC, if you believe in a $100,000 BTC, which I believe in, but if you believe in a $250,000 BTC, which I believe in, the miner thing, probably will make sense to you. Okay, so there it is there, and I'm going to show you my payouts. So again, purchase in January. What they did, because there were some issues with customs, what ElevateGroup did, which I really love, is even though my miner wasn't up and running, and it was delayed. It was not just mine; it was a bunch of people who were delayed. What they decided to do is pay you based upon when you purchase and when it should have normally have been up. They paid you from that month going forward. So even though your miner might not have been up and running, they paid you. Said, well, based upon this and based on this is when your miner should have been up. They did it to a bunch of people. I thought that was awesome. And so that's what they did for me. And so I think essentially my thing was up and running in May. So mining, so June would be my first type of payout type of deal. So that was really cool. And so that was worth the wait. Again, they were really cool in dealing with the frustration, right? So you can imagine the frustration for people not having gotten their mine, and they took care of that and they handled it. And I thought that was very generous of Amir to do that, to pay out, even though my miner hadn't already been up and running. So that was pretty cool. So what else? So let me show you the payouts. Again, it's a daily, weekly, monthly thing, but I went with I just left it. So if you don't do anything, if you don't take anything out weekly or daily, the way it works is if you mine in May, within 5 to 6 days in June, at the end of May, so first week in June, you'll get your payout. At the end of every month, it's 5 to 6 days later that it'll go directly to whatever BTC wallet you choose. And I just used BTC. I didn't want to use a ledger. I used the Exodus wallet rather instead of the ledger, and it just kind of did it that way. Because again, I was just testing it out. It's not my main thing for BTC, right? That's on a ledger, but I just tested it out, so I use Exodus wallet. And so just want to show you, give you guys an idea of the payouts, just to kind of give you an idea. So it says June 7th. So again, my miner was actually first up and running in May. So June 7th payout. You can see here 6th and 7th, so that's generally when they pay it. It was 0.0075 BTC, even though the miner, the dashboard will say 0.001 something monthly. So that's what it was, right? There it is, 0.0075. And in July, from the miner being up in June, was 0.0071. Okay, and August, the payout was 0.0049er. Now remember, I'm using an S9 miner, so when you Google, Google S9 miner or Antminer S9 miner, you can kind of see the age on it. You can kind of see, the hash rate available, and I showed you, this is 14.5 to 15 terahash. So you have to you take that into consideration as well. S9 miner. So those are 3 payouts, but I just wanted to show you that they are paying the way that they said that they would pay, okay, which is awesome, right? So it's just been just the 3 payouts, but yeah, I've been wanting to do some videos on this because again, they're doing what they said they would do. I just like that idea of that initial investment, owning that BTC. The BTC I own is the BTC I own. I don't have to, if I don't want to, take any more of my fiat dollars to earn BTC. And again, you'll have to do your math, do your homework, and check the viability. Ask some friends, some smart people, okay? See what they think about that as well, to help you make your own decision. But for me, it was well worth the investment, well worth it, because I can see this easily. And again, this is at Bitcoin January. I don't know. BTC might have been. I don't know what a BTC was in January. It doesn't matter. I purchased it. I think BTC in January was like $3,000. So I purchased it, relatively, right in the heart of the bear market. So that helped as well in terms of purchasing, right? And so, if you want to purchase a miner, obviously the sooner you can get it in terms of right, the heart and soul of a bull market, a miner is going to be expensive, right? Because it's on a bull run, so you got to keep that in mind right now. And so at 10 whatever, I listen to Data Dash a lot. He says in that window, in that 10,100 window, it's just on the cheap to get BTC. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. Again, I'm looking at 3 years from now. I'm looking at 4 years from now. Whatever the life of this miner. Again, this is an older miner, so I'll be getting another miner, and I'm gonna talk about that as well. And the miner that I'm going to be getting. Let's see if this stayed up. Ugh, why does this thing? Don't know why. Let me pull it up real quick so I can show you guys the other miner. The one that that's available now, and I had to, in order to get the pricing, ElevateGroup, in order to get the pricing, they want you to register an account, so you have an account access, and that's probably so they can email you later. But so they want you to have an account. So I just made up a John Doe account so that I could get the prices for you guys. And hopefully I remembered the password. Yep. And so that's the account, and then I'll tell you about you got to put your Bitcoin wallet in here, and so that you can start getting your payments and stuff like that. You have not purchased any miner so far yet, because this is just a regular John Doe account. It's nobody's account, but this will give you the prices and to show you the miners. So this is the miner. These are the latest and greatest miners. Okay, it's the Silicon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Silicon, Silicon. Yeah, I don't know. So there, there it is. There's the T3s, and so they give you a bit of a discount if you buy 2. It's like 50 bucks, $50 off. Another $50 off if you buy 3, and then if you buy 4 or 5, and then you can buy 10 at one time if you wanted to do that. And so again, one ASIC miner, 50 terahash, up to 50 terahashes, right? That's what it says. PSU plus shipping included, free maintenance and hosting. Personal mining dashboard, revenue for life of miners, and that for me is important, right? And these are the latest and greatest miners, right? I think there might be one other set or something that Bitminer's doing. So this is kind of right up there with the latest and greatest miners, okay? And I showed you, the payout that I was getting in terms of BTC from an S9 miner, an older miner. Whether it's 2 years older or from the north, or 3 years older from the north, I don't even know. I just know it's an older. It's certainly not last year's latest and greatest miners. That I can tell you. So there you go. So let me show you what a third-party company, and you probably heard of them, is called Crypto Compare, right? With their kind of review and what they did with the miner, and kind of checking out the numbers and the metrics. As well, so I like that. Crypto Compare, very, very popular in the digital asset space. They do a lot of events. They bring a lot of high quality speakers in the blockchain space. So I wanted to kind of check out their review here. Okay. So here you go. So you can see it's the same one, the NO Silicon T3 ASIC miner, right? Now this is a purchase in January. Okay, so just so you know that, where is that at? January of 2019. Again, BTC prices are whatever. Okay, so you can see the 2782. You know, the Bitcoin was at 3,000, right? So got to factor that in terms of the price. If the BTC is a high price, the miners are going to be more, especially in the midst of a bull run. You can expect the mining prices to be more. So here it is, 2,100 power cost per day. Power cost per day is $6.44. Return per week is $34.48. Cost per gigahertz, I guess, is 6 cents. Hash rate 43 gigahertz. Gigahertz. I don't know if that's terahash. It's the same thing. But it's the same miner. 4.93 a day. $4.93 per day. Per month was $147.76. Payback period was 564 days. 564 days. So not even 2 years. Mining Bitcoin profit ratio was 81%. Return per year was $1,800. Annual return percentage was 64%. Again, it says T343T is the model. So this says T3. So that is the model of the miner. And this again, 50 terahash. So to kind of give you an idea, okay? So for me, 1,800 per year, annual return percentage is 64%. So you can kind of do the math, you can compare them and see if you think it is worth investment. Okay, so it says here that's the model, that's the manufacturer, that was the release in January, and these are the numbers, the noise level and the fans and that different thing, those different things like that. So what else was I wanted to show you? That was it. So 12 cents kilowatt hour, so whatever that miner is doing that rate. So that gives you an idea, and you would have to do this as well. I don't know if that, right now they don't have that kind of comparison on ElevateGroup, but this is to give you an idea. So you factor that in, and I showed you the S9, and I showed you my, the what is it? I showed you the terahash and stuff, right? So this is the 14.5 to 15 terahash, and I showed you the payout, right? Payout is 0.007 and 2.007 for June and July, and then August was 0.0049, almost 0.005, almost. And so you have to take that into consideration, take that as a factor as well, and kind of compare them out. But for me, I found it to be well worth the investment, guys. So, guys, please do your own homework. Definitely do your due diligence. You guys know I'm not a financial planner. I'm just a YouTuber who decided to make an investment in BTC and leverage the advantages that BTC has in terms of first movers advantage, store value that the powers that be have determined to be, and take advantage of that, right? So when the Fidelities of the world, when the TD Ameritrades of the world, when the backed exchanges of the world come into the digital asset space, it's going to be in BTC, ETH, XRP, right? We all know that. We all know those things. So why not leverage it again? So if your long-term thinking is you believe that BTC is going to be 50,000, or you believe it's going to be 100,000, or you believe it's going to be 250,000, if you're of that mindset and of that mind frame, this is something that you might want to consider looking into. I have nothing but tens for me, tens all the way around. Customer service, paying out, that type of thing, responsive to any concerns that you might have. Telegram group is pretty positive, and I like that as well. So like all of those different things, really, really do. Again, I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to learn more about ElevateGroup. Definitely check it out, guys. Learn a little bit more and see if it's for you. See if you feel as though it's worth that an investment. Love the idea of owning the miner. Love the idea of getting that BTC and getting it. And so for me, the BTC mine today is going to be worth significantly more, 3 years from now. It's for me, it was that simple. And so I'm excited about that, guys. Again, that's one of the ways that I leverage BTC. Hope this video has been valuable to you guys. And listen, I'm going to wrap it up and say this. Never, ever forget that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.